Well, XDEFIANT, the time has come to say goodbye. I kind of just want to put together a quick video, some closing thoughts on the game, because I think this game, I have my beefs with this game. You guys know that. Anybody who watches this channel on a regular, you guys know I have my problems with this game, and I made videos just like I do with Call of Duty, trying to get them to hear all of us and make the changes that they needed to make before it was too late. I wanted this game to kill it, man. I wanted this game to kill it so bad. I think I made a video like early on. I think it was only out for like a couple of days at that point. I can't even remember what I called the video. I think I titled it, "This is going to chase people off the game," or something like that. And I was breaking down some of the bunny hops in the game. Dudes were like changing direction in air, and I'm like, this is going to straight up chase people off the game, especially in a game where you don't have skill-based matchmaking. And that video actually kind of blew up for this channel. I think it got like 20K views or 17K views or something like that. I don't know. It did pretty good. And dude, the amount of hate I got on that video though, from so many people defending it. And I'm like, all right, cool, mate. You want to keep this cringy ass shit in the game? This sweaty bullshit? That's cool. The casuals are just going to bounce. Abusing that. They'll run into you for a couple of games. You're abusing that cheese and they're gone. And this time they don't have the matchmaking to save them. They didn't lose anything by dipping on the game. The game is free to play, and you're going to be stuck with a small player pool of sweats. The game's not going to make any money, and the game is going to get shut down. And all these straight up nerds on that video, you don't know what you're talking about, man. This is the greatest FPS ever. We love these mechanics, and I'm like, all right, man, you guys are going to see what's going to happen. I had my beefs with this game, but just they had the right mentality. They just didn't have the execution. This game, you know, I want to show you guys this post real quick. I've seen this from J-Rock so many times. I've seen so many people regurgitate this same old nonsense about XDEFIANT. I think Beta Thoughts was another one. So J-Rock says on his COD Players Union Twitter account, he quote tweets this tweet from Charles Shillintel, and he says every company exists to make as much money as possible. Well, he's not wrong on that. I'm not disagreeing with that. He sounds salty because his game failed. Maybe his game should have had skill-based matchmaking. And again, this is just the post that I'm using for this one to make this point. I've seen him say it so many times. I like just random, because I don't follow him, right? But I'll see him randomly in my timeline sometimes, like, and he'll quote tweet something about XDEFIANT. He's like, it should have had skill-based matchmaking. Like, this dude loves him some SBMM. Like, these are the people, they get out here, like this dude, he's all about positivity and shit, but the dude is toxic as hell. He's a hypocrite and he's dumb as hell. Like, he's right there with Beta Tots. Like, this dude, he has no idea what he's talking about. He's a complete bot, and he knows he's getting protected by it. So he gets out here soldiering for skill-based matchmaking. I gotta clear the air with this shit. I've done it in a few videos. Having no skill-based matchmaking in XDEFIANT did not kill this game. Having no skill-based matchmaking made this game just slightly relevant, because if it had skill-based matchmaking, I could promise you, with how broken the game was, lacking content on launch and the whole nine, this game would have failed even quicker if it had skill-based matchmaking. The reason why this game failed, it had terrible marketing. The netcode was atrocious for the first however many months the game was out, and like, we're going back into the betas, the netcode was that garbage. I don't know how you release a game and it's just like, damn, dude, are we serious? Like, this is what we're looking at in modern times. I wanted this game to succeed so badly, but the netcode was terrible. Like, you losing gunfights you had no business losing. You're dying 10 feet around corners and shit. It got better, but it got better too late though. That's the problem. The netcode was terrible. The bunny hopping was a little out of control. I know they nerfed it a little bit, but still, like, people would find it annoying. People just trying to jump on a game, not literally though, get on the game and shoot people, man. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for like an OG COD style game. This game was trying to compete with Call of Duty, and it doesn't even drop on old gen though. Call of Duty's got their game on everything. It's trying to compete with that game, that juggernaut that is Call of Duty, even though it's a piece of shit, Call of Duty. It's trying to compete with Call of Duty, and it only has it on new gen and PC. Like, how are you going to compete with that? And most of the people that would play this game are on old gen because they don't have the money to level up and get a new gen console. Of course, they're going to try out a free-to-play game if they're stuck on old gen. The army of COD super fanboys, these nerds out here hating on this game, that didn't help either, man. They saw this game as a threat, so they treated it as such. They can't have no competition out here, man. We need to keep the Call of Duty, and we need to keep the matchmaking in the Call of Duty because I need my handheld. I need to be protected, man. I don't want to get my feelings hurt in a video game. If I get killed in a video game in a public match, I'm going to get my feelings hurt. So, no, we need this game to die. We can't have anybody thinking that no skill-based matchmaking is a good thing. So they suffocated this game in hate. But even though I had my beefs with this game, and it never really took off because of, like I said, the terrible marketing, and it just... You know, it didn't appeal to a lot. It was an acquired taste for the most part for a lot of people. And it didn't appeal to a lot of people because of certain directions that they took the game and decisions that they made. So absolutely, you would see a smaller player pool there. You're going to run into more sweats if you're playing a game with less people on it, especially a game like this where people's they're looking to get away from Call of Duty. So they're going to bring it over here. There's sweats in Call of Duty. They're going to bring it over here and sweat. But I loved the matchmaking, man. Sometimes your games were sweaty as hell. Other times you could chill, you could relax, and you had a chance to have a good game. And I'm not even good. All these people trying to say that every single game in XDEFIANT was sweaty as fuck, like these people got to be the biggest bots you've ever seen on the face of the earth, man. No, it wasn't. Like I've posted XDEFIANT gameplay where we completely dog walked the opposite team. Like they didn't even have a chance, man. We seen them over there. Like I went up against people where I'm like, what is this dude doing, man? Like, I'm over here, bro. Like, where are you shooting at? The people saying that this game only had sweat, trying to say that it had skill-based matchmaking or it should have had skill-based matchmaking or whatever. Like, you guys know the bullshit floating around on the socials. This game was not always sweaty, but it didn't take off either, though. So you didn't get much casuals on the game. You didn't have it on old-gen consoles where Call of Duty does. You have more casuals on Call of Duty because of that alone. The people saying this are complete bots, and they ran it back with their tail between their legs to Call of Duty because Call of Duty is going to protect them, and they just stayed hating on XDEFIANT because XDEFIANT didn't protect them, and they can't have it out here competing against Call of Duty. So they did their bullshit, and you guys know what it is out here, man. It's a whole lot of clickbait. It's a whole lot of bullshit. Cue in Mr. Krabs. I like money. That's why you see a lot of these people doing this shit. You see beta tots out here, like King Rage Baiter apparently hates Rage Baiter, so you can't be, dude, for real. Like these are the types of people we're talking about, man. Dumb as hell. But also with this game, the lack of content. I mean, the content drop we got at the end when they just gave us everything, and some of that stuff wasn't actually finished. That was some of the best content in the game. Like if we got that content at launch, oh my god, it would have helped the game out so much more. We had that content. I don't even think they had this game on Steam. Like they should have had this game on more platforms. We should have got more content, especially with a free-to-play game, man. You only had the multiplayer. You gotta give the people something to stick around for. Even the shop was kind of boring. People were complaining about that too, and I don't blame them. Like a lot of the shit in the beginning especially was pretty generic. Like we got some good stuff towards the end, but you know, it's a free-to-play game. You want to make money, you got to give people enticing things in the shop to spend their money on. We complain about that shit in Call of Duty because it's a full price game and you got all these battle passes and everything else, like selling audio and shit. Like come on, man, you dropping $30 bundles in a full price game is ridiculous. But I still broke down the problems with the prices with XDEFIANT too. Like you could still make money and you don't have to have them crazy high prices, man. Like we got to think of the consumer over here. Just a lot of mistakes were made, but I'm hoping that this team can just find each other down the road, take what they've learned from this game and apply it to a new project, something like OG old school Call of Duty, and I guarantee they'll make a killing out here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you on the next one.